McGregor, he hasn't fought in 12 months in the octagon. He lost 2 of 4 by way of submission. Tell me, what are the weaknesses you see in his fighting style?
I mean, the whole world wants to say that Conor's ground games where he's suspect, but I think, the 12 months he's had off, he's put a lot of time in that, put a lot of energy into wrestling and his jiu-jitsu. So, I don't know, man. The guy's a great striker, going to come out there and try and knock my head off. So I'm just going to try and evade it, head kick him, and go home with a victory.
So are you saying that, okay, you can obviously strike, but that's really what his specialty is. Are you saying that you want to avoid standing up and strike and exchanging with him? You'd rather have him on the ground or not? Yeah. I can't tell from that answer.
Yeah, I mean, getting on the ground would be fun, but I'd rather just stay. I got to know. I want to know, can I do it? Why not? So I'm going to go out there, and I got a lot more weapons standing up than he does, so I can kick, elbow, knee. He's just got good hands, so we'll see.
You said you want to know, first of all, thank you for being on the show. Secondly, you said you want to know if you can do it. Yeah, I think, if I remember correctly, I think you're 36 years of age. You've lost your last 2 fights. There are people that are looking at you, and they're wondering if this is the end for you. When you say you want to know, is it because you're wondering whether or not this is the end, or is it because you're wondering about how tough Conor McGregor is going to be?
What do you mean this is the end? This is my last? This is it? Is that what you're
I'm
trying
asking.
to say?
Yeah, yes. I'm asking.
No, nowhere near the end, buddy. Nowhere near.
Still beating the young guys. Why stop now, right? So
exactly.
Let me understand what you're saying. Let me get back to the striking thing. It sounds to me like you're saying, okay, Conor's known for striking. I want to prove and see for myself who's the baddest when we're standing up. So even if it's to my advantage strategically to get him on the ground, to hell with that. Let's see who's better standing up and striking. Is that what you're saying?
Nailed it. You nailed it. That's it. That's exactly it.
Well, I mean, that's something fans like to hear, but is that in your best interest?
This is my fight. This isn't your fight. I got to go to the decision I want to do. So that's what I want to do, So that's how it might not be the best interest. Maybe it is. I feel it is. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm going to do.
Donald, let me ask you this. Nobody has fought more than you since 2011. We had a conversation earlier on the show about NFL players retiring early, and then I hear you say you're not slowing down at all. We know you're beating all these young guys, but do you ever get concerned about the wear and tear on your body with how brutal the sport is?
Nah, that doesn't ever bring into thought in my mind. I'm going to keep doing it until I can't anymore. I love it too much, man. So, this isn't near the end, close to the end. I'm going to keep running until they tell me, you know what, Cowboy, you're too damn old to get up and walk down the aisle anymore. You got to slow down.
Cowboy, I got to ask you this question, and it involves, what your thoughts are about Conor McGregor. We saw him against Nurmagomedov. We saw him engage in an exhibition boxing match, basically, against Floyd Money Mayweather. He hasn't won in the octagon in 3 years. Talk to me about what your thoughts are of him at this point, knowing the sport the way that you do, and knowing or actually seeing a guy that hasn't won in the last 3 years. What are your thoughts of Conor McGregor coming into this fight?
No, I mean, don't let it fool you. Don't let the guy think that he's just been out running amok. I mean, he's been training hard. He's very strategic, man. He wouldn't have come back and taken this fight if he wasn't ready, So I think the time he's had off has been putting the hours in, putting the grind down, getting ready for this fight, And the world's funny, just like you guys sitting there saying, Cowboy, you should go in there and just take him down. You act like I could just walk in the cage, slip a couple punches, and you just take the guy down. You don't think he's been working his wrestling. You don't think he's been working his ground game. So, first of all, you got to get him to the ground. And it's just funny to hear everybody talk about it like it's just like he's the easiest guy in the world to take down. So it's funny to hear you analysts and all the comments coming in and out. So, but he's definitely working on everything. He's ready for this fight, as am I, and I'm excited for Saturday.
But one of the things I think that we anticipate, that the reason we look forward to the fight is because you two are both instinctual fighters, like fighters to the core. And what you're saying now speaks to that. And he's the same way. We expect a great fight. We're just talking about strategy. I love when a fighter's like, to hell with strategy. I want to have a great fight. I want to prove something. That's all.
Yeah, I want to go in there and do what I love and fight. That's what I'm here to do, is fight, put the show on, So If I just went in there and tried to make a wrestling match, I wouldn't be doing what I love. So I'm going to go in there and do what I love to do.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.